Today we will be testing the MACD Volatility Normalisation indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the MACD Volatility Normalisation indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 728 indicators, with 291 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the MACD Volatility Normalisation indicator. And we actually tested this one on the last indicator video that I posted. And basically what we did was we took the break to the top side or the downside of these colored areas. So you have the green area on top, the red area on bottom, and then you have this kind of vanilla or tanned area here running down the middle, and that's kind of your area of consolidation or chop to stay out of the market. And so we took these breaks to the upside and these breaks to the downside as the MACD signal line made that break, and this coloration came into the background. And so the idea was that that would be a sign of momentum in the market. As it broke up above that area, we would be getting a push in a specific direction, either up or down. This time we're going to test it just a tad bit differently. We're going to see what it can do as far as reversal points, kind of calling reversals. And so what we're going to do is we are going to look for that break to the upside in the green or the downside in the red, just like we did before. But there are going to be a couple more steps to it. So we will require both the lines to break into that area, not just the blue signal line. We'll also have the orange, or I guess the blue is the MACD line and the orange is the signal line. And so we will wait for both of those lines to break up into that area. Let's go ahead and turn off the histogram so that way it's not quite so crowded. And so once both the lines break up above or down below into the green area or red area, we are then looking for when the MACD line crosses the signal line. And so this is kind of a pretty standard MACD type approach to trading. But in this case, we have this area here of consolidation, this kind of consolidation area that's hopefully going to keep us out of the areas where we are in those kind of chop zones. And so that's what we have going on. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. Okay, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. I think I forgot to mention that when we get the push to the downside and the cross up above the MACD up above that signal line, that is going to be a long signal. When we are up above in the green and we get the MACD cross down below the signal, that's going to be a short signal. And so this one is a long signal here. We can see that the MACD and the signal line both cross down below into the red area here, and then we get the cross of the MACD over that signal just barely right here. You can just kind of see it barely peeking up right there. And if you look at our coordinates right here and I hover over that point, you can see that the MACD line at that point is above the signal line. Let's go ahead and measure this out here. Haven't hit our stop, and we have not hit our take profit either. Let's go ahead and play it forward just a little bit here. Looks like that would have been our stop right there. Yep. And so that one comes down and hits our stop, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up a short signal right here. You can see that we get that push up above here and that cross of the MACD line there. Unfortunately, we get a spike in price action right there as it makes another move for the top side here to try to break out, but it fails and then continues to push down from there. Would have gotten us to our take profit if we hadn't got stopped out just barely right there, but it is what it is. So from here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Everything in focus. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 trades, excuse me, 9 trades within the 1 year's time, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 winning trades. And so that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we're looking for. I mean, again, this is kind of a standard approach to using the MACD, is looking for the cross of the MACD over that signal line. It's been done many times before, tried many times, but unfortunately it's not the most accurate way. Often you will end up in a scenario where even after the two lines cross, price can continue to push with a lot of momentum in that direction that it supposedly should be reversing in at that point. And so we've discussed this a few times with other indicators before. And so this is one of those instances where it doesn't work very great as a momentum indicator. It doesn't work very great as a reversal indicator. It kind of works sometimes on one and sometimes on the other. It can be used for divergence. There's just so many things that the MACD can be used for, but in most cases, very rarely does it do any of them extremely well. And so I don't know if we're going to test this any other way. I'll play around with it a tad bit and see if maybe I can come up with something else. And we'll see in the next video. I might try it again, or we might just move on to the next indicator. But again, it's going on the no list, and we'll move on to the next video from here.